It was nearly the morning of the 6th day of this zombie apocalypse. I couldn't sleep because I was watching a zombie somehow. What is he doing over there? There's a zombie munching down and blood going everywhere. Anyway, you're spoiling my intro, fella. Would you stop squidging out now? I'm trying to do an intro, damn it. Day 6. Almost day 6. I couldn't sleep. Wilson's nostrils kept tickling me in the night. Well, at least I hope it was his nostrils. What is going to happen on day 6? It's 7 even. What's going to happen on day 7? The many zombies about to run upon me. But I decided to take action. I opened the door to head down to my bike in the middle of the night and started thinking, what would Coyote do in Roadrunner? Maybe that's not the right example to think about in this situation. He always failed and always seemed to get a really bad time. I wondered, how did that guy never die? He got squished by mallets, rockets up his backside. That chicken roasted him. I got my hatchet out and started launching at the trees. In the middle of the night, I needed to think about it. What was I going to do to keep these zombies at bay? There was a zombie in the distance, in the mist. I was worried, but yet stupid coming out at this time of night. I needed to think about this and come at it with style. Style like gelling my hair and putting my sunglasses on and thinking I'm Johnny Bravo in the morning. I was hitting on a tree. A zombie was creeping up on me. I heard a hissing. I got my big hammer, knocked it clean out. I jumped in celebration. What is this night gonna hold in this misty conditions in London? I couldn't see London in the distance due to the thick, thick mist. I carried on chopping trees for the rest of the night while I thought about what I was about to build this very day. It was nearly sunrise, and I was still up. I didn't get a wink of sleep. I was pedaling, looking for birds' nests to make feathers for arrows, to make the flight go even further into their skull. Wow, I'm sounding gruesome these days. I get up to a tree and whack away a little bit at this tree. More trees the merrier, I said. As zombies were rising in the morning, just like me, so to speak, and knocking down all of the wood. I get out my pretend saw and make 200 blocks. As they were crafting, I seen a zombie do the moonwalk in the distance. Was it MJ himself? I was looking for a nice flat place to put this sanctuary I was about to make. The zombies this morning looked savage. They wanted to eat me, but I decided to pedal off. Then something inside of me just got angry, and I went running after him with my giant hammer and smashed him over his face. His head flew off. Another one was looking at me like he was constipated. So I put him down. Somehow the anger in me filled. I looked to the sky and was shaking, but then realised it was tiredness. Tiredness has set in. I was going a bit disorientated and weird. And then I decided to make a sanctuary. I worked hard. I placed blocks. I carry on building throughout this escapade. I was building like my life depended on it. I think it maybe did. I found blocks somehow in my brain. You're looking at my brain now, by the way. And then realised my base kind of looked like a penis. I didn't know what to think. Oh dear. I didn't know what to think. But I thought that was a mighty good one. I kind of sniggered behind the background thinking I've seen these on walls normally. People always draw a penis. Maybe the zombies might get a bit scared of this fine beast. So I took it down and started again. I was walking backwards and forwards thinking, what could I do? What could I do to this base? The base I made a minute ago was totally the wrong kind of base. So what I did was get some square shapes and just make a platform. Thinking hard and long, no puns intended from our last project, I put this 3 wide. I thought that's not long enough. Still, no puns intended from the thing I just made a minute ago. I went 5 up and made a box shape and started to upgrade these blocks I placed down. I keep placing blocks. As I upgrade, I feel a little bit more leveled up. I may need to look at that. I look at it and think, What the hell have I just created? It's a blob. It's a block. It's a wooden block. I don't think I've ever done this in my entire life before. I normally make things out of plasticine. And I look at them and think, that doesn't even look like what I was trying to create. We needed a level in strength. 1 in Pummel Pete. 1 in Motherlode. 1 in Mine 69er. And I was away to go again. I looked hard and long at this thing I created. What the hell is it? I said. I walked backwards and forwards a little bit more, thinking, is this what I've created? Oh, bird's nest. I walk up to the bird's nest and collect the feathers. I turn around and look at my design. Why is it looking back at me? What have I created? What is it? I don't know what I'm doing. I walk backwards and forwards and think a little bit more. I need to think. I need to think how to repel this thing what's about to run at me. That smiley face is not going to repel anything. A zombie's going to look at it and think, what the hell has this man created? Let's eat him a little bit more. What am I going to do? I start thinking a little bit more. Then it clicked. I had an idea. I took the smiley face and thought, you know what? I kind of like it. So I kept it for a little bit longer. I start to build out with a pole. I then decide to get some squares. I then attach the squares to the poles. What was that noise I just heard of someone spanking grass? I look at my design and think, oh my god, I have created a monster. It has a smiley face and it means business. I start to build some steps coming down where I feel like I've seen this in an airport queue while I've been waiting to get my GT3 Toblerones. If you don't know what a Toblerone is, search it on Google. Or I could put it on the screen. But it might spoil the atmosphere a tad. I start to get thinking of some stairs. I get creative. Very creative. Look at these puppies. I've never used those. What the hell are those? Don't want to use those, he said to himself. He plonks the stairs down, looking at his design with a smiley face. He goes back to his fateful boxes, which ain't there because he didn't swap them over like a tit. He takes this guy's eyebrows off. The poor guy's eyebrows have been decapitated. He adds some more boxes to the side and sits and wonders what is going to happen to him. He changes the block to a fateful triangle. That's right. We're doing shapes here today on this episode. You better get used to this. We're going back to school. You put some triangles down. Don't we just love playing with blocks? It's like Lego all over again, isn't it? This is why we love this game. Come on, let's think about it. We all love Lego. We're playing this game because of Lego. Come on, be honest, people. Is there a snake seriously trying to get me right now? Are you serious right now? I see a snake try to use my staircase. Then I think, how the hell does a snake know how to do this? Unpimps, what the hell? I see the snake epically fail and flop to the floor. I look at him once more and think, what are you trying to do, hiss and Sid? You're not doing a very good job at this. The snake bites the grass in anger because it can't get to me. It's got its mouth stuck open, so I think it's got a rabbit stuck in there, and it keeps falling to its certain doom. I laugh at it a little bit, chuckle, chuckle, chuckle. This snake is seriously getting rattled. No puns intended for rattlesnakes. It tries again, and fails again. I just keep laughing at it and think, you're going to be dinner soon. I start putting my block in again. I think the snake got so angry, it just slithered off. It had enough of Badge. Badge was mocking him. I start to make my roof of my weird building I am making, with a smiley face. I jump off the side a bit. The snake falls down a bit more. That snake is an absolute idiot. Would that snake seriously just give up? No one cares about your snake. No one ever will. Go home. Just go home, please. I decide to put windows in my house, which looks incredibly like plain windows. That's right, we're looking groovy sauce. I don't know why I put them windows in. I then decide to take them out. The snake is having seriously a bad day at the office. Dude, just give over, yeah? The snake is still trying to get me, and I see a horde approaching me. Is this the start of what was said? I was confused. I've never seen one of these before. And I don't know why I'm using staircases. I look at this horde, which is fast approaching. I get scared. Even the worry on my horde base's face is getting worried. I sit in hope to see if this base would work. The snake is seriously epically failing to get me up this base. What will the zombies do? The zombies slowly do some pole dancing across here. I whack her face off. She falls to a certain doom. I feel like this is working. The zombies are slowly coming along. I don't know what she's doing. She's slapping thin air. I'm a bit concerned about her safety. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to shoot her off the top of here. Tries to put her head up. I shoot her in the boob by accident. And then she epically fails and falls to her death. I see another Dave and think, why the hell do you keep turning up every single day I play this? Here comes Timmy from last week's EastEnders episode, and I'm waiting patiently to slap him across the head with this mallet. What are you doing, fella? Stop slapping at something I've just created out of my own mind. These zombies are so slow, so I go to greet them with my hammer. Watch your head. Your head too. I hit the snake with a zombie. I go down the stairs, jump on the snake's face, somehow miss it with a giant hammer, and kill it, because it's doing my bloody head in. I stab the snake for some dinner, and get really tired, because I'm hungry again. What a shock on this game. I have a cheeky coffee. Delicious. And look at my masterpiece. This thing is ready to kill. So I try to think what I want to do for the entrance of this base, or where I'm about to hit them from. I'm not entirely sure. I start to play with some shapes to hope to know what I'm going to do next. I didn't kind of have a clue, so I decided to put these at the bottom, just in case things get a bit risky. I even decide to make these a bit more future-proof, and put some dog hoops in here. I decide to make some ladders because I can't get back up again, and I can't jump that far. I'm getting old now. I start to put some ladders down the back. I see a crawly guy, and just think, why the hell do you even try every week to even eat me? At least he's attempting things. It's much more than the modern day life does. So I shoot him, and kill him, and carry on crafting. I look at my masterpiece and think, oh my god, what the hell is this box? I need to make it stronger. How could I make it stronger? Then I had an idea. Once I watched Blue Peter and thought, maybe if I make some cobblestone with some duct tape. No, that's not it. It was stone. Stone and clay. So I went up to this stone and showed it who's boss. I knocked the stone around for a bit and decided to bike home for a quick snack. I gather all what I needed to make some cobblestone, so I could make some more cobblestone rocks. Then I realised I needed to make the forge. I read on the back of one of the books I collected the other day to make a forge. I searched it up in my book of loveliness, decided to make a log, go into my builder materials, search for my duct tape, my leather, and my iron pipes, and I had a forge almost ready to be made. I started to craft my first forge I have ever made with my own very bare hands. I got my forge, I placed it down and thought, damn, that actually looks pretty sick. I don't know why I'm talking like that. Maybe Hugh is rubbing off on me, so to speak. I'm starting to turn American. I look out the window and how gloomy it is out there, and how gloomy my dew collector looks because it hardly ever collects any water. I was kind of running out of stone and clay. I thought, sod it, I'm going to dig up the next door neighbour's garden, which in fact I cleared out just a few days ago. But your soil looks nice, and now it's mine. I start digging at it for a while. The rest of the day, I just gathered materials to make my base stronger, in hopes that none of the zombies would start noshing down on me in the middle of that 7th day that the commander was talking about. My worry was getting ever closer. The day was getting ever closer. So as the night rolled upon us again, I started to upgrade the Horde base in cobblestone. It seemed to be coming out quite nice. I made a lovely mixture of stone and cement, and maybe a bit of snot. I accidentally sneezed in the mixture. It seems to be sticking together pretty well. I upgrade the main places where I feel like the zombies will hit. I just pray to God they do not get through this. I actually changed some of this bit out, just to make sure if we get any pesky dogs walking in. I don't mean like a Labrador just accidentally stumbling upon us in a Horde night and wondering he wants some treats or to lick his testicles in my Horde base for safety. Because that is not happening. While I'm trying to fight the zombies, I don't need a Labrador slurping away behind me. I'm trying to concentrate here, fella. I keep upgrading. Sneezing. Bloody hay fever. I was upgrading the main things which I thought were going to get hit, and the main pillars which was going to hold these runways to my fighting position. Have a quick look at this, by the way. Let's see what we can put in. Gonna put one more into strength. I'm strong as an ox. I go up to these parts which need upgraded badly, which I may have to continue tomorrow. I start to get a bit tired. I've been up Nearly 24 hours. Couldn't sleep. It might be due to Wilson snoring through that massive shower nose. I don't know. Or maybe it's just the anxiety of the Horde approaching me. I carry on upgrading the rest of these blocks as I possibly can. As I start to run low of cobblestone. I run out of cobblestone in my bag. I look at my Horde base. And I just sit and pray this holds out. I don't know why I kept a smiley face. But it kept the charisma up. It made me feel like we could fight this together. Me and the wooden fella. I thought I would make him some nice eyes. So I upgrade them a little bit. And now he looks amazing. I get on my bicycle. I start to head home, wondering what tomorrow will bring. How will the Horde base cope? How will I cope in this situation? We need more materials. I hammer through the night and get very scared and anxious. What will tomorrow bring in lonely London? Will we survive? Will Hugh survive? Is the world gonna survive? The first 5 comments are gonna get read out. Thank you so much for the support and love so far in this series. Let's read these comments out now. So we got Paladin, I'm loving your work, keep up the hard work, thank you so much for your love and support. We've got Zedinator enjoying this, that is one hell of an understatement. Nearly at 700, getting closer to the 1k. Thank you so much, we're nearly at 700 subscribers, people. It's fantastic. We've got Russ, a textbook case of what isolation and stress does to the human mind in the apocalyptic landscape of London. That's right, we've got ourselves a cheeky Wilson. We've got Charles Rush. Finally, a fresh base and a new 7 Die series worth watching. Thank you so much for the love and support, my fellow friend. We've got Purple saying still on 4, but 1 to take a lal peek. That's a sneaky chap. Uh-oh. I just heard feet while we're doing this. I look out my window. Turn out my light. I heard many a feet run past my house while I was trying to read people's comments out. Was I allowed to do that, he wondered. He couldn't see anything, but he definitely heard a lot of feet running past his window. What could it have been? Oh, holy crap, there's a big Bertha. Oh, sweet Jesus, there's a load of zombies. Are they having a picnic out there? Is it a secret house party going on? Is it a sex festival? I don't know, but what I do know is the dreaded day that the commander told us about is fast approaching. Thank you very much for everyone who's liking the video and subscribing. We're nearly at 700. You're all fantastic. Please, please hit the like button, the subscribe button if you are new. We'll catch you next time on Britain of the Dead. See you later, guys. Goodbye.